I'm gonna start from complete scratch and try to get an online business to $1,000 per day in a single week. I want to try to buy a failed $1 million business, and a few weeks ago I accidentally started a business that is now worth over $15 million. But I want to enter the dark web to see if we can find any new untapped ways of making money online.
Biaheza is one of the most well-known YouTubers in the financial industry, and he's best known for his innovative ideas on how anyone, even those starting from nothing, can make millions of dollars. Biaheza, at the age of 17, launched an online business that eventually generated over $1 million in revenue in its first year. In this video, we'll discuss the beginning of the successful YouTuber and the measures he truly followed to become a millionaire as an entrepreneur, YouTuber, and social media influencer. Was Biaheza upbringing easy? Biaheza was not actually born in the United States. Rather, he was raised in the state of Belarus. He came from a poor family and had no money of his own, which undoubtedly played a significant role in his journey to financial freedom. As a young boy, Biaheza would frequently skateboard in his spare time, which would inspire him to post his first YouTube video in which he was seen skateboarding. His first video didn't receive much attention, as you might expect, but it did lit a spark in Biaheza to want to pursue content creation based on enjoyment and soon to come financial freedom. What did Biaheza do to start his way to financial freedom? At the time, Biaheza didn't completely comprehend the potential that Instagram offered. He first used Instagram as just another tool to make photographs appear better. It wasn't until Biaheza stumbled across Instagram's theme pages that he realized there was potential money to be made. He knew that Instagram theme pages were somehow generating money, and he wanted to imitate their success. Biaheza observed how Instagram theme pages functioned and made the decision to develop his own theme page. His first theme page was based on nature photographs, but it wasn't particularly successful at first. He tried another page, but was unfortunate to encounter the same outcome, so he decided to give Instagram a break. Biaheza made the decision to work again in the real world, this time delivering flyers for a restaurant. Due to a close call with a neighbor's German Shepherd, this new job was short-lived, and Biaheza now has a clutchy's fist and swears never to hand out another flyer again. Instagram attempt number 2. With a renewed sense of purpose and a desire to make his Instagram theme page successful, Biaheza went back to the drawing board and created a new theme page, this time centered around travel. To his amazement, it was successful after a long period of time. After a few months, he finally received his first promo purchase of $10. Although $10 may not seem like much, the weight of what he had just done shocked Biaheza to his core. It was at this time in his life that he realized what he had to do, that $10 was merely the starting point. He would repeat this cycle of promoting products on his theme pages while raking in further money. As his experience grew in managing a successful Instagram theme pages, Biaheza noticed that all the products he was promoting was linked to Shopify stores, which contained products that were being sold on AliExpress. This is when Biaheza found the world of dropshipping. He looked through AliExpress for a product to utilize on a Shopify store and went with one he believed would do well. He would then purchase promos on several Instagram theme pages to advertise his Shopify store in the hopes of generating a sale. To his surprise, he ended up collecting purchases, but unfortunately not enough to cover the cost of the advertising. In the end, Biaheza would struggle to break even with his expenses. As Biaheza was struggling to break even, he decided to grow his theme pages, gaining hundreds of followers a day. Few months later, instead of hiring others to market his Shopify business, Biaheza started to utilize his own theme pages to his advantage. The results from doing it himself were fantastic. He made a whopping $500 in his first day, but by the end of the month, he had managed to make over $30,000. This is where most people fail, by hastily purchasing extravagant products that they don't need. At this point, the amount of money that Biaheza's Shopify stores were bringing in per month decreased to $25,000, but the maximum revenue in 1 month at the time was $50,000. Biaheza knew that the best way to use his money would be to save it up and put it towards further expanding his business, and he did just that. Over time, his Shopify shop did begin to generate less and less revenue over time. This was because he was constantly advertising products to his followers, making them less likely to buy his new products due to many ads. His Instagram theme page was no longer generating the money it once was. He had to expand his audience before it was too late. Biaheza seeked to extend his store, so he used Facebook advertisements to promote a Shopify store to a certain demographic. It was successful. He moved from making $20,000 to $50,000 to ultimately crossing the $100,000 mark in a single month. Biaheza was really proud of what he had accomplished and now had truly convinced himself that investing in his company was the best course of action. With his newly acquired knowledge, Biaheza made the decision to pass it on to others in the form of courses. He created courses specifically on dropshipping and the precise step-by-step procedure he used to gain the success he has achieved. The courses were listed at a reasonable price, which not only helped those who were new to the dropshipping space, but also put money in his pocket. He started to build a following on YouTube where his videos started to get thousands of views and started to make him thousands of dollars through ad revenue. He had finally discovered a formula that worked for him. His video CPM is rather high as his content is in the financial niche and range from anywhere from $10 to $8 per thousand views. This would indicate that a video with 1 million views would earn him up to $8,000 in ad revenue. This leads to what are Biaheza currently two primary sources of revenue. With this detailed breakdown, it is no wonder that YouTube AdSense is one of his main sources of income, and his other one is his dropshipping courses. At the age of 21, his net worth is at $1.9 million. What we have learned from Biaheza is that keeping at it and attempting new things eventually will lead you to discover something that suits you. Biaheza never shied away from working a 9-to-5 job, and when one of his ideas failed, he always tried again from a different perspective. As a result, he was able to start from nothing and work his way up to the top, where he is now able to sit comfortably on his current streams of revenue without having to invest much back into the business. The most important lesson we can take away from him is to observe what other people are doing. If someone is attempting to sell a certain product, they are doing it for a purpose. If someone is ready to pay someone to advertise their product, they are doing it for a purpose. We've seen this happen with Biaheza's initial Instagram theme page, which similarly would have discouraged the normal individual due to its lack of quick success. By having an open mind and carefully evaluating what was going on around him, just as crucial as having the correct concept is having the appropriate mentality. Additionally, Biaheza's success was largely down to his ability to manage his finances wisely. By leveraging his cash to grow his company, he was able to take use of the Shopify shop in a way that was profitable. It is partially true that he stumbled upon success by finding out early of Shopify and Instagram. Without his determination, he would not be where he is today.